everything's the name. Came through changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? Mr. Everything's the name. Came through changing the game, doing my thing in my own lane. Every time you see me, I'm hitting them switches, sliding through with something super vicious. Who is this? What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Everything on a nice day, you know what I mean? Rain, sleet, hail, snow, or shine, nothing, and no one stops the grind, not even the haters on the sidelines. You know what I mean? At it again, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice day, nice sunshiny day, but in just a blink of an eye, it turned to like Mortal Kombat when the sky get a little crazy, and then they be like, it's bigger, and it was kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, today is the day. It's time to get those wire brushes, you feel me? Because I ain't working today at the job anyway, but it's another job we on today. It's the Lowrider, you know what I'm saying? So today I'm going to get down and dirty, you know what I'm saying? Downright disgusting, you know what I'm saying? But nah, anyway, hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, but if you have, thank you very kindly. So I'm about to go up in this store, you know what I'm saying, and see what kind of wire brushes they got, because it's time to do a little bit more to those wheels. They ain't gonna be perfect, so this video, you know, anything y'all see in this video as far as like the rims, all that stuff, none of that stuff is gonna actually be perfect at all. But the main thing is to get everything clean. So I'll be back in a second, and you know, it is what it is. All right, then we back, you know what I'm saying? Got two of these things, you know. They're so cheap, you really can't buy too many of them. It's literally like a couple bucks. I mean, literally a couple bucks for each one of them. It's self-explanatory. One for steel, which is for the rust and the paint and scale. And then you got one for metal. And then one that says nylon for tile. And I think some people even use that for some parts of like the interior of cars and stuff like that. But these are the only two that I'm worried about using right here, because this one here is, you know, it's not going to be able to get into crevices real good. These smaller ones are going to be able to get into the crevices a lot better, the wires, to get that paint off. And there's rust on them wheels too, so it's all of that, you know what I mean? So y'all gonna see it. Just keep watching the video. All right, back out here, you know what I mean? And I sprayed it down again. This time got the wire brushes we're about to start with, so got a little bucket of water and everything, and another brush to be able to, you know, finish it off, you know, cleaning up, some water to be able to soak it after you're done scrubbing, stuff like that. So about to be back, see if I can get it to look any better. All right, now if y'all look, you see it look a lot better than it did before. It's a little brighter out today. You still got a little bit of paint that's like right in there, but if you look real close, the rims aren't perfect anyway. There's a lot of rust on these wires, you know what I'm saying? So you know, it's when it comes to these spokes and whatnot, ain't gonna get them perfect. And even back there in the center part, that gold is rusting off. So if you look at it from a distance, it look good. Got most of the paint off. Now I'm gonna move to the next wheel. I'll probably do the other side at another time, but I am gonna do the front. So let y'all look at the front real quick. Front still got a little bit of blue on it. Let me get a little closer. Front got a little bit of blue, and it's got rust and stuff on it because it's been sitting up. So I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and spray a little bit on this too. See, like right here on the little knockoff there. Spray it, still gonna spray it down so I can get off as much as I can. And then come back, hit it with the brush. Look right here, got my old cylinder, and had to bop it down a little bit. Thinking about putting it back on the back. It's real tight in there, but that cylinder, you should lift it up, you can't see it. But anyway, this cylinder is the one that goes right here. It's the one that was giving me the problems. It basically is bent in some way because it won't go back down like easy at all. I think that's probably what gave me the problem with the dump in the first place. So I bopped it back down so it's still extended a little bit, but I mean that bad boy was like up there, so it was making the truck look like it was locked up even when all the other sides was down. So I'm gonna throw it back. I'm gonna throw this one back on there for now because it doesn't have a coil spring on the right side at all either. So when you do try to drive it, transport it, anything, it would be all over the road. So I know I'm gonna do something to it real soon here. So I need that coil spring and that cylinder to go back on this side. So I might do that this video. If not, you'll have to check it out on the next video. Alright, so as we down here, you can start to see some of that rust water coming down. So much rust on here from sitting up. Gotta spend some more time with this thing. You know, in the midst of working every day, kind of neglect some of the stuff that you work so hard for. But no more. I'll make sure keep everything in order. I'm gonna be back with it, y'all, because I'm holding one side. Show y'all the finished product when I'm done. Alright, now this is the front passenger. I'm not gonna go any further with this rim here. You do still see some more blue. This is not gonna be one of them videos where you see it come out perfect and it looks brand new, but it does look better than it did before. If you look around the outer, got rid of a lot of that rust. Even the inner by the spokes, there's a lot of rust in there. Also, when it comes to the actual spokes themselves, there was more paint on there, but back where you see the paint closer to the center of the rim, that's actually peeling. That gold plating is old, so it's peeling. So I'm not gonna go any further when it comes to this job. Basically just clean that rim out and about to move on. Alright, now it's what I like to call story time. Let me reminisce with y'all 1 second. Okay, now this is the cylinder that's supposed to go back on the thing, but in the midst of me getting it to go down that much because it was so locked, I mean it's so bent and jacked up, that kind of messed up the bottom a little bit, so the power bar doesn't go back on there. So won't be putting that back on. Then I said, I got an old ass cylinder. This cylinder is super old. Now you want to know where this comes from? This comes from an old Lowrider. I've had this cylinder locked away in every place I've ever been for over 22 years. This is before I even had a car worthy to have to be a lowrider. I started buying parts, and along with buying parts, I got this old fossil right here. A lot of y'all old school lowriders know what this is and what this means. Old school Porky's pump. Now I got another one of these. I was thinking about, I was real curious when I got in the lowrider, so I started taking the front piece apart and could have put it back together again, kind of like Humpty Dumpty, you know what I'm saying? But I was gonna put this cylinder on there, but when I went to put the power ball on there, it does not match. So I'm going to have to hold off on putting that cylinder back on there. But just wanted to show y'all a little bit, you know what I'm saying, of the old school, how far I go back with lowriders. I go even farther than that, but this is actually my first stuff that I bought. I got the other cylinder in the crib, but I never let it go because it was important. I always knew one day I'd have a lowrider, you know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned to the next video. I'll be doing something different. Probably won't even be touching the lowrider for the next one, but I got something coming. So just check it out, you know what I'm saying? Just a little small glimpse of the lowrider still here. Ain't going nowhere. Till next time, Mr. Everything, signing out.